I was gonna say like you're like a jack of all trades though. Like I've seen you have so many different things on your channel. Like I've seen music, I've seen content, sports. Like I've seen a little bit of everything. I'd like to be on the show more. That's all I want.
Deuce double low at the 5. Where a nigga from Grove Street, I ain't even gonna lie. Used to hang out the block when I lit on Billy Drive. I seen real niggas snitch, I seen real niggas die. And shit change up. Who stars turned into some gangsters. Grew around some shooters, grabbed they gun and got they aim up, can't play tough. My city dangerous. Niggas lose they shot right before they make it famous. Niggas lose they shot right before they make it famous. In my city, niggas lose they shot right before they make it famous.
Welcome to Pittsburgh Chatter, where I do interviews where I want, whenever I want, with who I want. And today I have a special guest, someone who supported me in the beginning. Chucky, how's it going, man?
I'm doing great, man. How about yourself?
Also known as Emersyn Fundamentals now, though, right?
Yes, sir. Emersyn Fundamentals, Emersyn Elite, and we got the original right here, Emersyn Humphries.
And I like I said, I remember the first time when you were here, you were adamant of like, I'm gonna make it on her name, so it's building a brand around her. So
Absolutely.
All right. So one of the first things I want to highlight is, even when you were here before, is the fact that you're always with your kid, and it's like you inspire me to, when I do have a kid, to make it so that everything I do, my kid can be involved and be around it, because that's something that you're able to do with working with kids and basketball. And I'll see you on the sidelines, your kids there, interviews, your kids there, and I just like, I don't know if people tell you, but it's a beautiful thing, and I really respect that about you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Just coming up where I come from. Just trying to be the father that my dad was for me. Obviously, I lost him at a young age, so just trying to fulfill that void and make sure I'm doing everything I possibly can for my daughter and keeping her around, and just trying to be the best version of a dad that I can be. Everyone always thinks that there's like a written book for it, but there's not. You write the pages on your own.
Mm-hmm. And it's working, though. It's definitely working. All right, so now let's get to Emersyn Fundamentals. All right, so since the first time you were here, everything has grown. It's almost like it's exploded. And like you see the work that you put in actually evolving and manifesting. So let's talk about even the first step you took after the interview that was like, okay, this is a big step for me to be able to move this up, be able to get teams and things like that. What was that first step for you?
It was just growth. That first year we came in, this logo here, like this wasn't even a thing, this logo here. I was still with the Emersyn Fundamentals logo. I just wanted to do something that was separate because AAU basketball is a little bit more elite. Mm-hmm. So that's where I just came up with Emersyn Elite. I dropped the extra E in her name and just put Elite there. Mm-hmm. I figured just branding wise, just with my own product and whatnot, I wanted to kind of take on the load of two logos and two brands and just try to make it grow from there. So that last time I was here 2 years ago, we only had like 4 teams at the time. I went to do trials for the next year, and man, like almost 100 kids showed up. We had 9 teams that year. And then, so we had to help figure that stuff out and go through the process with it, which was good. And then the following year, which was the year that just happened, we had 11 teams this year. Mm-hmm. So all in all, just keep looking for growth, keep pushing, doing anything possible by any means possible. We've extended out to multiple different counties between Pittsburgh, Beaver County, my hometown. We were able to get a lot of hometown kids involved with it, Armstrong County, and also in Johnstown as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was one thing I was confused about. So there's girls team, there's a males team, but there's also different ages too, correct?
Yeah.
So explain to me how that works.
So it's just pretty much whoever wants to kind of get out and get going. We've had teams from 4th grade all the way to 11th grade.
So you don't do high school though?
No, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, we have high school.
Okay.
4th grade all the way to 11th grade. It's a little bit trickier on the high school side because in high school, everybody's been in the AAU league, in the league already. Like they've done AAU, they have their teams and whatnot. So we have a couple kids from Indiana County that has came out, and it's been great. I mean, those kids are gym rats. They love to get in the gym, and they're getting introduced to the process a little bit later. But it's still, everyone has their own process. I didn't start AAU until high school, so it's been great, boys and girls.
No, for sure. Okay, so how does it work though? Because you're saying I seen in one of the interviews you said you do your trials early to get it out of the way because there's so many people that you have to deal with. I think you said it was like 80 to 100 showed up. And so when you're doing these trials, please and be specific with this. Like, how does this work? Do you have other people like chaperones, people helping you? Like, how is this working?
Yeah, so we do have some volunteer coaches. Thank God for them. I mean, Coach Tim, Coach Luke, Coach Kayla, Coach Kevin Beaver, everybody that's helped, Coach Adam, everybody that's helped throughout this process, Coach Merwin. I'm very thankful for everybody that's helped throughout this because I can't do it on my own. And they've been a tremendous help through everything. I pretty much take on the load of the administration work, just the load of everything because there's a certain way I see this brand and I see how it wants to go. So like I've already signed myself up for that. Like I already said, I know how I want it. I know it's going to take a lot of hard work and dedication. So I'm going to do these certain things a certain way that other people may not understand it or whatever. So I take on the load purposely myself. So I do have help whenever it comes to coaching wise. But yeah, we do trials early, like in September, October-ish. That way I can kind of get all the kids, everyone that's committed. There's a bunch of things that come in administrative wise. You got to order jerseys. You got to order gear. You got to start getting tournaments set up. You got to get the team set up. You got to start getting everyone's schedule situated. You got to contact schools and people to gyms and whatnot to kind of get facilitated for practices and everything. So like there's so much that you got to go through with this and making sure you got enough on the team and all right, is this team, like what tournaments are we going to? Because, you know, right now this is all me. So we'll take, my first year, we've taken 7 teams to the same tournament at the same time. Now the next year I learned. All different age groups. Yeah, all different age groups. The next year I learned from that. My max was 5 because there's only so many weeks you get between March through May. It seems like a long time in June, but man, AAU goes by so fast every single time. So, and it's me and my help with the coaches. So, and sometimes there's some teams that don't have other coaches. Like I have to coach them. So like on these weekends, like I'm there from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. sometimes, me and my daughter. We get breaks and stuff. Like the tournaments have been really good as far as like scheduling our games and everything. But, you know, but we're there all day. Like we love this grind. We love this process. And, you know, if that's what it takes to get all of this up and going, I know that the help and stuff will come along later, but I don't mind grinding it out. Like I've always been that kind of cat.
Okay, so that is something that I know you mentioned before, and I know you're saying, like, just to jog back a little bit, the gym thing. You said that you had wanted your own gym, like that was the goal. So you haven't reached that one yet to where it's like you have your own. Because I know if you have your own, it's way easier, way more control. Because I know gyms can be tricky to be like, oh, we need you out by this time, da-da-da-da-da. Versus if it's own gym, the person that wants to take an extra, like, 1,000 shots or something like that, they can do so. Yeah. So talk about that a little bit. Is that something that you're, like, trying to still get?
Yep, absolutely. As we go through this process, I do still want to get my own gym. It's not the easiest task, I know that, but like I said, we only live once, so like why not? Like I have so much set up. You know, from a business standpoint, it looks likable, like it's something good where now I'm getting my full schedule set out for a full year. Like if I have a gym, I got to keep it occupied all year long. So I'm getting stuff scheduled and set up and whatnot program-wise all year round to kind of keep a gym occupied. And then moving forward from that, like start to look to branch into my own stuff so that I can have my own time and my own schedule with things and not fight with pickleball all the time.
No. So there's another like team brand that like.
No. Pickleball, it's a sport. Like there's a lot of gyms where I'm at. Like, man, I'd go to get gym time and they'd be like, all right, well, I think pickleball is scheduled for that time. I'm
so that's man, like a new upcoming type thing.
You don't know about pickleball, huh? Man, if you ever try to go to a gym and get pickup, I'm sure you see them squares out on the damn court with all the pickleball stuff. It's funny, though. I got a quick story for that. When I was in Europe, they were playing it in Europe. It wasn't even a thing in America, but in Europe, it was, like, huge, I guess. And the guy that owned our team, he was like, oh, they're playing pickleball. You're going to see, man, in a couple years, it's going to take over the world. I'm like, man, ain't damn pickleball. I ain't going to do nothing. Man, I get back to America, every gym I'm trying to get, like, oh, pickleball's got that time filled up. Pickleball's got this, like, multiple gyms. So just a funny side note. All my kids know how I feel about pickleball.
Well, I see you. Of course, like all the regular gyms do look the same. So I might not be able to tell the difference between those one. But there is one specific, like it had more like an open field that you were. What was that? Was that turf? Like what's that?
Yeah, so we partner with S&T Bank Arena. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to S&T Bank Arena, White Township Recreation. So I sat down with them. We had a few meetings about some things that we wanted to get going, and we worked on a partnership to where I can use their facilities because they have an indoor court, outdoor court, and the turf. So we've had a couple events there. We had our first event was the Emersyn Madness, which was for my AAU program, which honestly I think it's a thing that hasn't been done around here where we kind of had a big ice-breaking event for all I got 11 teams. Why not get all these kids under one facility and have some fun where we did some competitions. We had a photo shoot day. We took pictures, videos, had a bunch of hype lit stuff. So, I mean, we did that.
Was that that wasn't the community day?
No. That's solid football, yeah.
That's how you nigga doing a lot.
Yeah, you're good. And then we had I had my first for Emersyn Fundamentals. We had our first ever all-day camp for kids. And that was just recently where we basically had the kids come in from 8 to 4. And there was so many things. I mean, we had basketball court, we had the turf. I brought in a bounce house. We had the outdoor courts, and we had a playground. So we had kids from ages 5 to 14 in there.
So the camps aren't like basketball camps, like solely. They're more like just like fun camps for the kids to be able to come, get out of trouble, stuff like that.
We introduce them to basketball stuff. We have some fun with that, but then we do other things on the turf, some competitive races and whatnot. Then we got the bounce house, playground. So yeah, we did a whole lot of things.
So that was a question I had. So the camp is, of course, it's all under the same umbrella, but the camp is separate from like the Emersyn Elite, AAU, and everything.
Yeah.
You might have some of the same kids that come to it, but it's definitely separate.
Yeah, it's a good introduction to like basketball, introduction to my program for kids and whatnot. I know summertime parents are always looking to get their kids involved in something. So it was a need. There wasn't too many basketball camps going on in Indiana County. So I honestly always have high ambitions for things, but I wasn't expecting it to turn out that good where everything kind of just was a smooth operation with everything, and kids had a lot of fun. Our coaches had a lot of fun with the kids, and we actually went viral. Our camp, it rounded up
ample times.
Yeah,
hold on, we'll get to that.
All right.
Okay, so the one thing I did want to talk about is, and I know, of course, you love all your kids, all the people that you work with, but we got to be real here. What has been the best age group and the best team that you have coached, or you feel as if though has done the best that you were a part of in some form of fashion?
Oh, yeah, that is a tough one because for me as a coach and for me as running this program, I know how this was in the beginning. I knew coming in, I didn't want to be like all these other programs where everyone's always, I got to have the best. I'm looking for the best. I'm recruiting the best. And that's, that was the thing that I fell under where I wasn't the best. And I was thankful that someone gave me the opportunity to play with their team and give them that chance. So I wasn't always looking for the best and like the top rank whoever. I just wanted people that wanted to get in the gym and work hard.
Okay, bro, but then the Josh dude in the 17U, he had 43. So like you're saying that, so sometimes it will happen that you do get the talented players.
So with Josh, man, like he came in and he just lit it up that game, and I'm on the side like he's scoring and scoring. I'm like, man, this is getting crazy.
Flow state.
The flow state. And our assistant went and grabbed the papers and he said, man, he had 44 on 2 missed shots. And I'm like, you got to really think about that. 44. I don't care what kind of tournament it is. Like to score 44 on 2 missed shots, like 2 missed shots.
It's not normal. That's like, are you laying it up every time?
I haven't. And no, the shots he was taking wasn't easy. Like these were and ones, mid ranges, pull-ups in people's face, threes. Like, man, big kudos to him. I know he puts the work. I haven't seen anything like that high school, college, or pros. Like, and even myself, like, I know what the flow state is. Like, I've been in the flow state before.
But the more flow state's like 8 for 15.
Yeah, that was nuts. Mm-hmm. But to round your question up, though, I'm proud of all my kids. What I will say is, though, looking at it all in all, I really like how my young ones, they were 4th graders last year, now they're 5th graders, because I got them so early. I was able to kind of instill my mental my mental things towards the game, my mental approach to the game, and get them young, because there's kids like in middle school, 7th, 8th grade, high school, where they think, oh, if I missed a shot, man, now I'm down on myself, or oh, someone scored on me, or oh, coach said something to me. Like, they already have that mental awareness where I'm getting them out of it, where it's like, now I'm gonna take a few plays off, or like just little. I'm always big on the mental aspect of the game. So with my young ones, we talk about no feelings, and that's something I put on the back of our shirts. Like, we take pride in that, because I'm not telling a kid to like not have any feelings at all, but it's like, look, like this is our objective. It's almost like you're one of those SEAL Team 6, like you're a Marine. Like, you come in, kick the door in, boom, 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 get your, do what you got to do, take care of the mission, then you right up out of there. You ain't stopping looking at the family picture or doing whatever. Like, boom, got to get your work done. That's kind of how I've been as a person. So I try to instill that to the kids, because the more you can just focus on the objective, the better things are going to come for you in the long run. So like with my young ones, I don't necessarily have to have a timeout to get them, like, and they're young. So you would figure, like, if they get down 15 or something, they start crying or all. I've never really had that issue 15? With them. 15? We've had games where we were down about 15. Man, we rallied back in so many games, and they're a talented little group too. They learn to play together.
9, and then a couple layups though. No.
Yeah. So I mean, all in all, like I really like my younger groups a whole lot, because I had them early, and I was able to instill certain things in them mental wise, to where they get out there, just handle their business.
All right, so let's talk about that a little bit. Let's segue away, and then we'll come back, of course. But that's one thing I'm noticing nowadays is everyone wants to score. It seems like it's all about scoring. But then you see the people like new names now that we could talk about, the Azur Thompsons and his brother, of course. And then there's certain people who are just like, nah, I'm going to dedicate myself to defense and then get it on the back end through my defense and be able to score and stuff like that. So for your group specifically, do they deal with that, or it's like everyone knows their roles, or like, and of course more of the old, like you said, you mentor your younger group, so more of the older group, because it's a little bit more difficult to try to tell them, hey, you might not be able to score every game, like, but go get them rebounds, and something we've always talked about that you've done well.
Just establishing the culture. So like, I'm really big on culture. Like, that's going to be the main narrative, and that's just like you said, that's how I played as a player. Like, move the ball, play within the team. So it wasn't hard for me to instill that into our kids, where I'm gonna be honest, like, if you watch any of my teams play, like, we all move the ball pretty well. And at times I'm always thinking like, y'all got to move the ball more, but then I take a step back and look at other teams, like, man, they don't. You can tell, like, they don't have a culture of moving the ball or sharing it. But our team, like, you'll see us always trying to make the extra pass, make the extra look. So that hasn't been a big deal for me at all, just instilling that in our kids, getting them to move it.
Coaches still do that, though? I remember the coach back in the day, the coaches was like, nobody shoots out until 5 passes. Do you ever have a coach say that too? 5 passes. Nobody shoots 5 passes.
Well, see, now that I'm a coach, I kind of get it. I mean, that thing comes to where, like, it's in zone. Like with the younger ones, when they play zone defense, these kids get into like one pass, the zone comes to trap you where I got to dribble through and get some up. I'm like, guys, if you just remain patient, a couple passes, bang, 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 hit these open spots.
Somebody's going to mess up.
Yeah, the zone is going to break itself down. Like, and just teaching them that patience. Like, just let the zone develop, move the ball, and we'll get our wide open look.
This might be one of those questions that, again, I'm asking some questions that I know is kind of putting you in a tight spot.
No, go ahead, man.
But
I'm all for it.
As far as working with the kids and doing that versus being a pro, is there, I mean, it's all basketball, of course, but is there ever a time now, because we're years removed, where, again, I got to ask you this, you think, dang, I still want to hoop a little bit. Like, I love coaching, but I still want to get out on the floor, which you can. There's multiple things in Pittsburgh going on now.
No, so, it's pondered upon my mind, and there's been some offers and stuff after my years of not playing. So it did ponder upon my mind, but I like recently just came about it because I was playing in something else. Like, I don't have that, like, that beast, that monster is just like, it's put up in the closet now. Like, I really feel like I stepped away when I was supposed to. And, all of that, like, I learned so much from this game of basketball. So, like, I learned how to dedicate myself to something. I learned how to start from the ground up. I learned how to put time, effort, and work into things. So, like, what you see of me as a father is kind of what I got from my upbringing and from basketball, if that makes sense. So like when I walked away, I made a solid choice on that because this was just like a new journey for me as far as being a father. And it was just kind of like how I was when I first started out in basketball. So I'm very much okay with like walking away from the game. I miss it, but it's like when I play, it's just a lot. It's just it really feels for recreation. Cause now also when I look at my career, like I did everything I wanted to do. Like I set out in high school to win championships, WIPU, state championships, and then the accolades and stuff came along with it. I set out to get a full scholarship and play and win championships in college. And I did that. And I traveled as well. Like I lived that college basketball life. I set out to be a pro. And I did that. Yeah, it might have been a year and a half, but I still did that. And, just from a humble perspective, I come from Project Homes, Limar Terrace. So like, a small kid from Limar Terrace, Project
going
Homes,
overseas,
and
period.
Yeah, going overseas,
Yeah.
period. Like I
Yeah.
really did it. Cause now when I come back and see my people, they tell me how proud of me they are, and that kind of really set a stone for me. So it's like, I don't need to pursue that anymore. I really want to pursue fatherhood.
Bro, I know you're giving the politically correct answer, but
Not to say they beat me. Like, and now I'm really not trying to like get out of character or nothing like that.
Don't be a Michael Beasley.
Yeah, but nah, because I'm not sitting here saying that like I gave you 30 or whatever, but we won. Here's the objective, here's the mission, and we won. And I was part of that. I wasn't no scrub, but I did stuff out there to win the game. And a lot of people know that about me. So like nowadays, like when I'm playing, like I play in the pro-am, but like it's just not the same no more. It just really isn't. Like I put a lot of that passion into being a father and then trying to put that into my kids now.
Yeah, you don't see that face that you make that I'm ready. Like I get it.
It's a little different. I'm really not trying to be political. Like I really thought about this the last couple weeks actually, because I've been playing a little more, and like I still love playing, but that like fire where I really, because like there's another side of me. Like I went 59-1 my last 2 years of high school. At IUP I went 58-5. Even in pros I lost one game. So like, like I'm a winner. It's not about being a bucket averaging 30. Like I'm a winner. I've done everything solely to win, and it takes a lot. Like I put all my eggs in the basket and I go find more. So that's just how I am, and that's, I moved on from that part.
It's crazy because you see people that may have averaged 30, like, or have done got a scoring title, and they say like,
yeah, baby.
Well, I would have loved the championship. I would have loved to be able to win. But you never hear someone that won say, "Oh, I wish I averaged 30." I swear I've never heard that. Like in life, if you win the championship, even how Nick Young be, he'd be like, "Bro, I won one." Like I don't care what y'all saying. Like so,
because that's a one up, man. Like it really, and to other athletes, they know like that. Now I'm not saying it bothers them, but it's just like because you don't ever want to, and this is what I'm trying to tell my kids now, especially while they're young, middle school ball and stuff, like put all your chips in now, because you don't want to look after the fact like, man, what if I spent more time? What if I did those crazy 5 a.m. workouts or something? What could have happened out of that? Like, I honestly, like I've done so much crazy shit throughout my years of being an athlete, like dedicating my time. I don't feel like, man, I shoulda, coulda, or woulda. Like I did I did it all. You know what I mean?
All right, so let's get into something that like, the reason why I have to ask this is because the amount you have done and the amount of time you've done it is crazy. We're talking about a 2-year span to ample groups, camps, all these teams. How are you financially supporting this? Is it sponsors? Is it people you know? Because I know sometimes like people may have connections from their past. You might have connections from IUP. People that are wanting to support the youth, because that's something that is easy to get funding for, is supporting the youth. So how are you doing it financially, funding-wise?
It's self-funded.
Everything.
Pretty much.
I see Nike jerseys, my guy. Like,
so like I put stuff out there for sponsorships, and I'm still like, it looks like there's so much going on, but it's still growing. So like, there's some people that still don't see the vision that I see, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm still gonna keep doing what I'm doing. So like, we do lock in a sponsor from First National Bank. Wealth management. There's a certain group there, a certain guy there that he's with the program and everything. So we do appreciate his sponsorship every year that he's donated to us. But yeah, like as far as anything else, like it's pretty much self-funded, and that's just from the ground up. Like I said, like it isn't like everyone sees the vision you see. So that's where I'm big on stuff like that, where they don't have to. Like I'll figure it out. We'll make a way. Even like IUP, it's my alma mater and everything, but like I don't use any of their courts there, or I don't get any gym time from there. I haven't got any like shout outs or anything from there, but
that's kind of crazy because a lot of those college courts be empty. If people aren't practicing and they don't do the open gyms too much, them courts be empty.
Well, COVID messed a lot of stuff up as far as like
that's true
for people and everything. So it is what it is. Like I try not to really harp on things or
just move forward.
Yeah, just move forward. Like the world is my instrument, so I'm a follow my own tune and still work with what I got.
Something I want to highlight that you said that some people don't see the vision. All right. I know what you mean by that, but like, is it more or less like, because I don't see how you couldn't see it. You know what I mean? Like I see the growth, but I guess if you weren't there in the beginning or you just getting caught up, you might think it is what it is now, but there was growth over time. So when you're saying that, what do you mean specifically some people don't see the vision? Like they don't understand your goals, or they just really don't see what you're building? Because it's pretty obvious, no?
Yeah. I mean, it is obvious. Like you can see what's building, but what I'm saying about the vision is they don't see everything that's put in behind the scenes. Like they don't see that part.
Does.
Like they don't see what it takes. Like everyone thinks like, oh, you just put it out there and you rounded all these kids up. Okay, baby, we'll get you something, all right? Give me 1 minute, okay? People always think like, oh, you just did this and like they think it's easy. Like a lot of people think, and of course you're on social media. Like people don't understand. Like you have to make stuff look easy on social media. You don't need to like, cry for promotions or cry for it. Like I think a lot of people got that part mixed up. Like you're supposed to make it look easy. Like you don't have to tell everybody your struggles and whatnot. Just put the good stuff out there as far as business wise, So a lot of people think like it's just easy and what you're doing, but everything behind the scenes, like I'm a single parent. I handle all this. I do the social media. I do the administration. I do the communications. I talk to the parents. I do all the setting the stuff up. Like I do a bunch of things that 10 people do at once, and I still parent my kid, clean my place up. Still got to take care of myself and everything as well.
So, okay, no, it is facts. People don't see. People really don't see what happens behind the scenes, and I get confused about that. It's because you can't really fault people that, because if you've never built nothing, you're not gonna be able to. But
exactly,
it's one of those difficult spots. So even for the jerseys though, how did you pick out these? You already had your logo sent. Like, so how does this process work? I'm just curious in general, just because I see people do the team things, don't get the jerseys and things. So just talk about that side of it too, more of like the business side and getting things done.
As far as say that again, like
getting the jerseys, because this ample, we're talking about multiple teams, ample sizes. Everyone does not wear the same size. Some people want certain numbers. We know it gets tricky.
Yep. So I mean, a lot of that stuff gets tough. Where we're actually finding a new vendor now, because the last 2 years, like we've had these black Nike jerseys, which are fine. Like but you run into stuff where now, like if we're talking business standpoint, like their inventory and stuff, you got to start dealing with, I'm trying to buy jerseys in the hundreds now. You know what I mean? So if I'm dealing with like a middleman, they're still going to upcharge me that middleman price. And to where like, no, I'm at the point where now I need to go get it straight from whoever has it, because I'm buying in bulk here. And on top of trying to buy
extra.
On top of trying to buy in bulk, and I'm getting now they don't even have the amount of jerseys that I need. So like now for me, I don't want to put out 2 different types of jerseys and whatnot, and to which we had to. I know I get that stuff like that, it is what it is, but that's where we talk about in the beginning, where it's like, some people may run a program and they say, oh, it doesn't matter. Like for me, that stuff does matter. It bothers me. Like if we have this, like we all should look the same. We all should have the same stuff. And so that's where I'm kind of moving in a different direction. Stuff like that gets really, really tricky, especially in this industry.
That's kind of crazy though. You would think that like even, so, all right, when you're saying the middleman, so you don't go straight to Nike. it's kind of hard to do that.
Yeah, really pretty much impossible to go straight to Nike.
Because I do know most of these AAU teams are sponsored by them, so they don't even have. They'll just be like, "Hey, we need jerseys."
No, I mean, if it's anything local, then they go to a middleman as well. But unless you're EYBL, something like that.
Okay, so they're good.
Yeah, they'll be good for the most part. And they only make X amount of jerseys though, because they only have a couple teams. Like I got 11 teams. That's 100 plus kids. Like trying to get that amount of jerseys, and there's other people that want that X amount of jerseys as well.
Okay, I got you. So you did say that you played in a recent. What was the most recent event that you did play in?
It was the Pro-Am.
It was over the same one on the south side?
Yeah, on the south side, yeah.
And you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
You said it was more recreational for
Recreation. Get some run in, get a couple shots up, kind of talk some basketball with some guys, like older guys.
No one you want to play one-on-one? There's no one.
Nah, man, I'm good. Like
he said,
I'm good.
I'll play the kids one-on-one.
Yeah, not even. Like, I mean, I'll talk. Like, all right, so my boy Troy was in something recently. Man, he was cooking
Simmons?
for real. Yeah, Simons, yeah. And he was cooking. Like I told him, like, man, I still lock your shit up. Like all these other guys, they Troy could score on them, but that was my roommate. So like I still know your moves. I know your go-tos. I was just telling him that a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Like I still know what you like to get to. So I'm still there.
And it's crazy because you're giving one of those, and if I could relate, one of those examples is even when I seen LaMelo and Lonzo play, it was like these same moves you see LaMelo kill everybody with. Lonzo's like, bro, I'm your brother. Like, come on, bro. I know this. Locking him up. So that's, I get what you're saying. It's like, I get what you're saying for sure. So, as far as like people moving up, have you had any of your kids move up to the next level that may have went D1, may have started varsity for high school? Have you had any of those where it's like, okay, you're really him, you move to the next level, and one of those type of vibes, even for the girls too? Any D1s?
Not any D1s yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Josh played for me, but that was just for a weekend. Like that wasn't anything crazy, but no, not anything yet.
But it's only been 2-3 years, so none of them are really at the age.
Yeah, and like I said, like for my high schoolers, like they're just starting out with all of this stuff as far as like playing next level basketball and whatnot. Okay. So, I mean, those things will come along. I've had kids, not D1, but they went to like some D3s, had some D2 looks, got them to college, got them to play on the next level.
And that's what matters for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the 412 Dream thing? I seen a flyer that you're on for that.
Yeah.
You're coaching that. You're not playing. Okay, so explain what that is for me.
So there's a couple guys that are content creators. My guy Michael Dolan. That's one of my dogs there. Again, like it's so fun. Sticks Flicks. So he's another guy where we talk about growing things. Like there's so many people. I'm not saying like I've been around them, just so many people and things throughout these journeys and stuff. Like I've been around though, where they started from the ground up. And he was a high school kid taking pictures and stuff, and he's flourished. I mean, within the last year or two, he's flourished. So making connections. I think he did something for Eli Ellis, who's a top recruit.
OTE.
Yep, yeah.
You're familiar? We're going to get into the OTE. Okay.
A little bit, yeah. So, he's done stuff. So he reached out to me about, pulling some kids together and trying to go out to a tournament. So we're going to go to the Made Hoop Nationals August 1st through 3rd weekend. There's going to be some legit teams there, and we picked up a couple legit players from around the area. So, and we're going to get them together. I think it'll be a really good opportunity this weekend. Like you said, it's a 412 Dream. So it's kind of like the dream team, and we're going to get out there and compete, and, we're going to see what we can put out there.
Okay. So you had mentioned something that, and then let's talk about the clips. Bro, all right. I've seen ample people go viral with the 6'7" clip. Just the sound in general. Bro, look, 6'7". Okay, so your page went viral. Like it was a handshake that it was, the 6'7", and it was a handshake. Okay, so tell me about this. We're talking about millions, and of course, like people might not understand how hard it is for even 2,000 followers to hit like 1 million. That means like everyone that sees it is like resonating with it. Yeah. So two questions here. Did you make that clip by yourself, and did you know that would happen?
I did make the clip.
So you're doing all the social media by yourself too?
Oh, yeah, that's all.
Bro.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, we be killing it.
Yeah, you already know, man.
Facts. All right, go ahead, though.
And I knew, like, the kid Connor, so he came in on the first day, and we try to hype our younger ones up. We try to look for the ones with the most character and whatnot. The fun thing about camp is I have other coaches helping. So like when you're throughout camp, I think I posted about 60 clips between 2 weeks. Get down from that.
No, I do see you post a lot.
So yeah, so like that's my truest version where I do want to post. I want to post like that every week all the time. It's just that I'm doing all these other things here. So Connor on the first day, I forget, there was something going on, and they were like, everyone raced to the bounce house. And Connor, he just sat down and tied his shoe very calm and collectively. And he got up and ran. And one of the coaches was like, hey, you're going to be a rotten egg. Like they were saying last one was a rotten egg.
Last one.
He was like, no, I'm not a rotten egg. The best is for last. They saved the best for last. And I was like, oh, we got one. He was like, we got one. So throughout the week, he was just doing stuff like that. And then he came over and said, get our handshake, get our handshake. So I went and, put the handshake up. They did 6-7. I was like, okay, that's cool. Let me throw that up there on there real quick. And next thing you know, to this day, it's been almost a month now. My phone is still pinging like crazy.
It's crazy.
Because of it just blew up from there. And then my boy Michael Dolan just said, if you keep posting 6-7 clips of him, it'll keep growing. And it started out with he got 1 million. And then I was like, oh, that's cool. And then it got to 5, then it got to 7. Now we're at 12.5 million right now.
And it helps build your brand too.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where it's it's natural and it's not forced.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed, that some of the best content is that when it's just natural, for sure.
We grew from that. And then the funny part was the other clip that went viral was we were giving out campers of the day. It was the last day. So our younger ones, he's part of the 5 to 7 group. We give them all medals. Everyone gets a medal on the last day. So we got down to everyone, and then we're like, where's Connor? He must have he went to the bathroom. We didn't know. But we're just like, where's Connor? Everyone's like, where's Connor? And then we just started a little Connor chant, just try to, just to kind of get it going. He come running out from the back, doing all that, getting hyped up, put his stuff on. I'm like, oh, this kid's something special here.
Who is his favorite player? I got to know. Or do you know?
I don't know.
We got to figure it out. Because I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I don't know who it would be. But so you're running content for both pages, your Santu's page and the Emersyn Elite page. You're running all that content.
Yeah.
Right, so I can't be surprised because I do it too. But, how are you doing it, bro? Are you using CapCut? What are you using to make all these clips? Because I'm seeing stuff where it's edited in, and I watch you get better at it over time. Because it used to be just the Emersyn, but I know you were nah, all of these clips got this starting out. Now you'll see different, you really switched it up, you evolved over time. And so have I, but how are you doing it?
Yeah, CapCut has been really good. Just clipping up some stuff, try to find some inspiration from other places. So definitely just been on CapCut with a lot. And yeah, just staying consistent. When I have time, I'm usually, the main time when I'm on my phone, I'm editing clips. And people think I'm just browsing on my phone on videos, but I'm editing clips. Throughout camp, I'd have a clip pretty much made by the middle of the day about day one. And that's because the whole time while everyone's coaching and stuff, I'm trying to get these videos and stuff out there. I'm very patient with my craft and everything. My first 2 years of training, I didn't even have social media. I didn't do anything at all. And that's where I was I just wasn't trying to force anything. I just wanted to kind of let it grow authentically. And now we're at a point where it's if anything I put out there, we kind of get a lot of people coming back. So it's time to post more videos and get this stuff, kind of reach it on a more global network here.
Wait, tell me if I'm wrong. In the beginning, bro, I swear the Emersyn Elite page only had 200 followers, bro.
Yeah.
I swear, I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, I swear it didn't have
we
it.
We probably had
crazy.
about 200 around, yeah.
If people don't understand, bro, it's if you're not a super rapper or something like that, bro, it's hard to get. People do not want to follow, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what your analytics look like, but sometimes mine will say 80% non-followers.
Yeah.
But they'll like your stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So as far as your analytics, what does it look like for you?
I haven't checked it, but I know for a fact right now because of the 6-7 clip, it's 99% non-followers. Literally, I know for a fact it said that.
Yeah. You posted on TikTok too? Do you got a TikTok?
Yeah, I do got a TikTok.
And it went up on TikTok too?
It's climbing slowly on TikTok,
okay.
But the thing is, when we talk about the algorithm, I was posting on Instagram all the time, every single time. I try to do both, but I don't have it chained together where if I post on one, it goes to the other. That's
it doesn't really. All right, I don't know if this makes sense, but it doesn't sometimes it will go up on all of them, but then sometimes it will be you're not paying us. Facebook will be feeling this is how I think. Facebook feels like you're not paying enough attention because you're not going on Facebook, posting the real edit, how you're doing on Instagram. I swear I'm not tripping, bro.
Basically. So like that, the reason why I think it really clipped up on Instagram pretty good is because I was posting about 4 to 5 videos a day. So on top of that, and in that clip as well, because there was other clips on there that was starting to get 3,000, 5,000, 12,000, 20,000, but without the Connor 6-7 clips. So like, I think I hit that right algorithm, and I was also pushing out so much content. That was the kind of flow I wanted to get into. I wasn't doing that as much on TikTok. So like, I still have those videos, and like once I kind of get enough time here, I'm gonna like spam TikTok with a bunch of videos, spam it, and then put something out like that as well.
YouTube videos too, bro. I don't know, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I just
I'm always.
If you was to vlog or practice, I don't see why that wouldn't. And you want to know a perfect example? The mic'd up, bro. You have to keep doing those, bro. Mic'd ups, and they're fun, bro. I know they're tedious as hell to edit, though. But
we had someone do that with us, and he did really good with it. So we did partner with Verba Media on that. So we only got like a small bit out, man, and I can't wait to get more.
So you do enjoy the mic'd ups?
So yeah, that is something I want to get into next year, where I do more mic'd up. I definitely want to be
with
mic'd
the kids
up.
Or both?
Yeah. What else? What do you mean?
Well, I'm saying because you could do it as like you're mic'd up as the coach, but also you have the kids mic'd up.
Yep.
I see people do that too.
Yeah. So I still want to stay authentic. So like that's the hard part, where it's like there's so much good stuff that's going on. But I don't want to stir the kids the wrong way, where they're starting to be like, they call it clip farming.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm really like, so when I put the mic on, I flow from there. It's not like I don't even remember that the mic's there. I'm in my natural element. Like that's how I feel. So, but I know for a kid, they don't understand that yet. They might start acting a different way or whatever, and I'm not really for that. Like I done did a whole lot, so I know how to be my true self still within that, but definitely more mic'd ups are coming for practice and games.
For sure. All right, so you're talking about it from coaching aspect, but this way we're going to segue into OTE, because I don't know if you're aware, Malik Thomas, huge, bro, killing it.
That's my little brother right there,
bro. I'm telling. So he had he was mic'd up, but I guess the person, I know you seen the clip where he's like,
I got 5.
But you can't even get mad. He wasn't saying nothing to dude. Dude was sparking it.
Yeah.
So in one of them instances, you think that's one of those instances where it's like, dang, mic'd ups could go right.
Yeah.
Though.
Well, see, you got to have an insane level of confidence, though. I know for a fact, Malik, that like me and his older brother, Shondell, we've been teammates since about 8th grade. So, like, Malik used to always be at our tournaments and stuff. Like, we spent time together. So, Malik was a little young and always hooping and everything. So, it was just crazy to see him flourish throughout time. But I know their family and stuff, they're real serious about their craft. I know Malik is serious about basketball. I play with his brother. His brother's serious about basketball. So, I know where he gets that from. So, like, that's what I'm saying with the kids. Like, you want to be mic'd up, it takes an insane level of confidence, because I know Malik wasn't clip farming. Like, that's Malik for real. Like, he's humble, but at the same time, it put you in your place, because he put a lot of work in this, and he ain't finna let you just talk to him any kind of way. You know what I mean? Especially out there, you get sink or swim.
You can't go to no school. I got an offer.
Yeah, told him how it was.
All right. So let's segue over to the OTE, because last time you were here was not your interview. I'm sorry, I was messing that up. It was when we did, and I totally forgot about
Dap.
this. The Dap Mark, bro, it was a killer idea. I just did it wrong. I should have. It was, oh my God, I should have. Looking back on that, I should have just did it so differently. Like, I could have did it better. That was on my end, because that was like a episode that should have went crazy. All right, but OTE, we talked about how the nil was changing the game, and 2 years ago that was the beginning stages. Now
we did talk about that. Yeah,
and you said like, we don't know like how bad it's going to get. They might stop respecting the game. Like, that's what was the conversation we were talking about.
Yeah.
So, but now we got OTE, and it's different, because it's not as much money, but now it's clout.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Which is the next thing next to money.
Talk about both of those real fast. And with your perception, have you watched any OTE games, and what do you think of OTE?
I've seen some of Malik's stuff. So, like, my biggest saying is it's different strokes for different folks. So, like, there's some people that may get into those kind of things and not have the right idea behind it. They may have there's some hoopers. It depends on what their purpose is. Like, if we talk about a Malik Thomas, I know Malik loves basketball. I know that he wants to make it pro. Like, I know he's solid. It's like he's solid. He's locked in on basketball, and he's not in it for anything else. Those other things that come with it, they just come with it, and he know how to navigate and manage through that. But other than that, he's there to hoop and not bullshit around. Now, I don't know. I'm not going to say any other players' names because I don't know them or anything, but there may be some that are just naturally talented in basketball, but they don't understand the other things that come with it and may not handle it or manage it the right way, like NIL money, clout, notoriety, like all of those things like that. So, that may stir them in the wrong direction as far as in their basketball career, because if you're in it for these other reasons, the wrong reasons, now you got to think of all the things that come with that. There's, the crew, like I call it the crew. Like there's a crew that comes with it. Like
the hate comments.
Yeah, the hate comments. And no, even like I'm saying, people that want to be your buddy now, and they don't keep you focused. They don't keep you grounded, and they don't keep you forward. Like they think that you made it already when you're only in high school. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Okay. So even the one thing I do appreciate, like, of course, he mastered all the levels, and even people like Jizzle, you see the new, the more upcoming younger guys, or Courtney Wallace's, the Keydron. I don't know all of their names because I'm just getting hip. That's why I'm trying to tap in. But you see that, like, it's all basketball. Yeah. Like, even the content that gets posted, it's basketball. If they're doing an interview, basketball, mic'd up, all of this. So when you're seeing the media in Pittsburgh, sports media change, as we talked about before you came in here, is there something that you want to do to make yourself more involved with? Of course, you're already doing the younger side, but even just like the more higher names, bigger names and stuff like that, do you feel as if there's anything that you want to incorporate? I see you said you want to do something like a podcast or something, but what is the idea?
Just to talk to them more. I mean, especially from that side, like the ones that are getting to the next level and doing things with their career. I definitely love to just mentor, like be another voice in their ear where, like even Josh Pratt, like me and Josh Pratt still text and talk to each other all the time. And, he's obviously going to do great things and go Division I and whatnot. Just keep them focused, like, especially in this day and age. Like, I'm from Aliquippa. So like I've seen athletes all the time, be the next hot shot or whatever. And then after Aliquippa, you wouldn't see most of them go to college, or if they do go to college, it'd be like a couple months and they're back in Aliquippa. And for me, like, that was always like, man, I thought you were like next Revis. Like, I thought you was about to be done, like out of here. So like, as I got older and I'm starting to see my peers and whatnot, like people around me, around my age and whatnot, now I'm starting to realize, hanging out over here in your off time, and all these parties in off time. Oh, you're doing that in your off time. Like, okay, so like if you got somebody that's doing that all throughout high school, they probably weren't focused on that next level, those sacrifices or whatnot. Just those things. So just keeping them focused on what their actual goal is. And now it's even worse because of the cameras, the notoriety and whatnot. You can get known so easily nowadays. So like I would love
one
to just
clip.
Dunking
us across it, one clip.
Yeah, one clip. So like just trying to mentor them, because I'm really big on like mental toughness and just staying focused and doing your job and whatnot, because it's not an easy process. Everyone thinks it is, but it's not. So just keeping everyone focused on what they want to do. Like if you're a basketball player, stay in that lane. Like that's like, I don't even know Jizzle, but I played against him in the program and stuff.
He's
and
tough.
Man, yeah, he is tough. He was a little crafty fella, but man, I chatted with him after the game, and he asked me, he said, what tips do you got for me in the PSAC? Like, when I see a kid like that, that's all ears and his eyes was big, because I played in the PSAC. I won 2 championships there. He knows me, and he knows, he wants to hear advice. He's a young kid asking for advice. He ain't, like, acting big time or nothing. Like, that's a good kid that I know has got a bright future ahead of him.
So all right, first of all, I did interview Jizzle, but I got a shot. He was a little bit nervous when I interviewed him. But, bro, he's definitely talented, and he stayed in the city. But that's one thing I also wanted to ask. Do you think that like the OTEs or even the private schools that come to the city to scout people, are they taken away from? I can't really say they're taken away, because the people from Pittsburgh always make sure it's known I'm from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But do you feel as if though the talent leaving Pittsburgh, or even if they're grown up in Aliquippa and they got talent and they might go somewhere else to a private school or something like that, do you think that affects the city in a bad way?
Yeah, I was definitely about to correct you on that. Like, I ain't from Pittsburgh. I'm from Quip. You know me. You know?
I'm nice, though. I finessed it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, different strokes for different folks. Like, you know, from a culture standpoint around here, we would love to see those matchups. Like, I remember when DeJuan Blair played Aliquippa, like throughout those times, or like you had Terrell Pryor, Aliquippa, you had Shenley, even Beaver Falls, like you had those powerhouses going. So like, you know, we would love to see stuff like that. But at the same time, what if you have a Malik Thomas who's too good for the WPIAL and the PIAA?
And he needs more of a challenge.
Yeah, like he's trying to play professionally and whatnot. He's gonna go professionally. So like, you know, that year of him getting that OTE playing that kind of comp.
Amari too.
Yeah, Amari too. That probably done a lot better for them than doing their senior year at a WPIAL or PIAA school.
It's like almost like the private schools or OTE, it's just more challenging, so it makes them better as players in whole. But I don't know, bro. I don't think that was much of a challenge for him. That nigga was averaging like 30 over there.
Yeah.
So like nothing might be hard for you, bro.
Yeah.
You might need to just go to the league.
But you know what? There's other things that come with that too, though. Like, again, he's a potential lottery pick. So like, now we're talking like this is stuff.
Talent.
Yeah, this is stuff above me that I even know. But I know for a fact we're talking Brandon and stuff. So it's like you're trying to be a lottery pick. This shit gets more than just basketball. Like now, go to OTE because now it's your stock, it's your brand. You go to OTE now, you know your face is seen on a national level all the time. Not just if you score 40 for Lincoln Park, you're scoring 40 in OTE.
True.
Like you're doing a whole lot more there. You're in front of bigger faces. Now you're playing on TV. You got these superstars pulling up.
All right, so 2 more questions. The interviews you did with a radio station, Indiana in the Morning. How did these 2 opportunities come about? Because I seen this, it was like 30-minute interviews. You know, how did you stumble upon this opportunity?
So no, I just reached out to them. They're right up the street from me.
Oh, okay. So it's not, okay.
Yeah, so they're local. I mean, they've known me from when I played at IUP, and they know what I got going on here. So they actually give people a chance to get on there, and if they want to get something out, like they have open slots. So I reached out to them. I let them know about AAU and about the camp that I have going on, and got, you know, I think a 15-minute slot on there, and it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So now the Summer League 3-on-3. Has that already happened, or like, what's the process in that?
Yeah, that's happened. It's already going on now. This is our 3rd year with it. It's pretty fun. Like, it's something I started 3 years ago, and we did it like on a half-court gym. I figured like a couple kids will sign up or whatever. And that first,
way more popular.
Yeah, it was like 70 kids that signed up. So we had to split them up into divisions and whatnot. It's a free run because in summertime a lot of people have stuff to do. You know, their vacations or other things. So it's like it's not more so where you're on this team and you have to be on this team the whole time. I switch the teams up every single time. And then for my purpose behind that is the kids get to know new teammates, get to work with them. And that's a good way to put them in front of new people, having to work with them, get to know them. And then they're facing different types of competition every single day.
Because you're not always going to have the same people on your team with the same chemistry.
Yeah,
It would be nice.
Yeah.
Like,
you're building something every single day. And then I added like a FIBA rule to it to where as soon as you score, you got to hurry up, take the ball out, and get back in.
Okay. The next thing I wanted to ask is, you've done so much and you're creating so much over time. What is that next goal, that next step for you?
So it seems like that, but I still feel like I haven't done enough. Yeah. I still feel like I haven't done enough yet.
Preaching to the choir, bro.
Yeah, man. Like it's just a never ending hunger. So like last year I thought was really good. It was my first year with like AAU going big, but I've had some personal things that happened that kind of set me back some. And so it was tough, but not everyone knows about these things. So just kind of resetting. Like I already told myself 2025, I got to reset. Like I'm resetting, I'm revamping a whole lot. So my first mission was to revamp the Emersyn fundamentals training aspect and do these things where we had a successful summer camp go on. We've had successful training sessions and everything in our 3-on-3 league. So now the next step is to revamp the Emersyn Elite as well. Just revamp everything, our structure, our values, like everything that we're doing so that we can have a successful year all throughout. because every year I'm always looking to grow and build and learn and do better. Not just give everyone like, hey, this is what we do. Like, you got to just roll with it. Like, I'm always trying to look for improvement. So one of my main goals was to have a yearly schedule, rather than, because, running a program, a business, you don't want to just come out with random things every here and there if you're dealing with families, because families have schedules. Hey, we do school, and this month we do that,
They might have after school programs.
Yeah.
It gets
So
tricky.
like, I want to have my own schedule where everyone knows, hey, February through May is AAU time. Like, we got AAU. And then there may be other families that know, hey, in June and July, we got basketball camps going on. You're going to do basketball camps with Coach Chucky, fall league, stuff like that. Or hey, we got private trainings. Like, I want something real consistent. So that's like my main thing. Once I have consistency, which is what I'm building in this year for the years to go along, I think everything else will kind of spiral even better.
One thing, because you work with the younger crowd, and something that was normal when I was growing up is, and you talked about it, Troy's a perfect example of this. Everybody play multiple sports. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a thing no more, huh? It's like you more or less focus on one sport now. Like, you don't see basketball playing football and baseball like how they used to.
I don't know. I still see a lot of kids play multiple sports.
In high school?
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Mhm.
It just depends. Like I keep saying, it's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Like, it's different, and I've been so
Track
back and
don't count.
forth.
Track don't count.
Okay.
Because track is like, they use that as conditioning, bro.
Yeah.
And cross country.
So yeah, like, I'm back and forth. Like, I love kids to always try different sports and everything all the time. Like, I've never been against that. At the same time, though, I also, like, there's a sacrifice that has to come with it, where if you're like, you can only put your eggs in so many baskets.
True.
Right. And it's like, it's okay. Like, you can be this in track, baseball, football, basketball. You can be this amount, right? Imagine if you took baseball out, then maybe you elevate some in all three, where track, football, and basketball are here, or it just goes up for one. So like, that's how I see it, as to where, I'm not saying don't be a multi-sport athlete, but if you really want to excel at something, you may have to sacrifice. I'm not saying that it should be all year round. Like, I'm not trying to say that, like, be that kind of person at all. Cause
That's how it should be though. No?
Yeah. Because I was going to say, I did stuff where I wanted to do track in high school. I did baseball for a little bit. I was kind of going to do football, but I didn't want to, cause it took too much in the summertime.
Yeah.
And I like my summer basketball, but I've realized, like, out here, I'll give you a story. I was playing baseball, and I was in the outfield, and playing in the outfield, it got boring, and like, something pondered. It was like a light bulb that dinged in my head. I'm like, man, I'm standing in this outfield. I could be in the gym right now. Like, I was looking at the end result of things. I'm like, my high school career is going to be over. I'm going to be like, man, I wasted all this damn time on baseball. We're not even winning. I'm not getting nothing out of it, when I have a talent in basketball that I know I can invest all my chips in. And I'm not even I'm spending time on baseball.
So it would be better if you, like, more or less, like you said, just do it as recreational. Because I do know some people play soccer and basketball, but the footwork almost complements each other.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Kobe is one of those players who did both. You got Joel Embiid. And so do you think that sometimes it can complement others, but if
Absolutely.
you can't do both seriously?
Yeah, and there's some people that are naturally gifted where they can lock in soccer, football, whatever, and that works out for them.
The
so like,
Deions,
yeah,
the Bo Jacksons.
Yeah, so like, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not taking away from any of that at all. I just know on my end, like, it's about what can you afford. I knew I couldn't afford to, like, be putting time into this, time into that. Like, I really had to put all my time into basketball to even get out what I got out from it.
All right, bro. One thing I want to say is, bro, to see your growth and just to have you back on this platform, bro, I do apologize, like you, but like, I like people like you because you don't ever take like fault to it, bro. Some people really get mad at me, like, oh, you're taking too long and stuff like that. Bro, people have to understand it's literally, you said it yourself, bro. Sometimes you have stuff going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got people above you that don't let you do what you want to do.
For sure.
That makes you, like, that's why I want to be like you, where it's like everything's revolved around Pittsburgh cheddar. So if I'm working, it's Pittsburgh cheddar, because it's just like, it gets complicated. So I want to say I appreciate that for sure. The fact that You were patient, yeah. Because you asked me before maybe like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But, bro, my DMs, bro, everyone
I'm
wants
already
interviews,
knowing.
bro. This is the fold of being consistent. It's like, and I know you know what I'm talking about again.
Yep.
Because I know you probably have a bunch of kids that may not be able to get into the AAU team. And you're like, oh, I didn't think it was going to get this big.
But my messages right now, I think let me see. I got 609 unread messages.
See, I ain't got that many, but I do get like maybe 6 to 7 asks for interviews a month, and I gotta get better at saying no. I'm just terrible because I want to support and help everybody, but I don't want to. People don't be putting in the work. So tell everybody where they can follow you. All the your Instagram handle. You know how to do this.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
All right, yeah. So training page, Emersyn Fundamentals, EMERSYN Fundamentals. Twitter, Emersyn Hoops. Facebook, Emersyn Fundamentals. TikTok, Emersyn Hoops. And then my personal page, Sign to the Hoops. Sign number 2, the Hoops. Hoops with a Z. It's probably been my name, like 15 years now on IG.
You definitely, that page been killing it too. I see you focus more on like Emersyn than Elite now though. You definitely focus more on that now.
Well, we just finished that season up. So like I'm always Emersyn Elite pretty much February through June.
Mm.
And then now it's pretty much back into Emersyn Fundamentals right now with the training.
Okay. All right, so again, like I said, what is something that you want to see from Pittsburgh Chatter? Because I know you're not hip to all my content, but like, what is something that you would want to see out of Pittsburgh Chatter? Like something that I may not be doing, or someone that you feel as if I should tap in with. I'm not guaranteeing, but yeah.
Oh, man, I'm not sure. Like,
I've tapped into some.
I was gonna say like you're like a jack of all trades though. Like I've seen you have so many different things on your channel. Like I've seen music, I've seen content, sports. Like I've seen a little bit of everything. I'd like to be on the show more. That's all I want.
Oh my God, bro. Okay.